This is Voice of America News, delivered to you by Educational News Broadcasting on behalf of VOA. Good evening, viewers. I'm Hae-Sung Lee, a professor at Georgia Central University, and here's tonight's news. The U.S. House of Representatives passed with bipartisan support a four-part $95 billion foreign aid package for Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan, putting the long-beleaguered legislation on track for enactment following a long, difficult path through Congress. The legislation includes $61 billion for Kyiv's ongoing war against Moscow's invasion, as well as $26 billion for Israel and humanitarian aid for civilians in conflict zones, including Gaza, and $8 billion for the Indo-Pacific region. House Speaker Mike Johnson, a Republican from Louisiana, structured the bill so that they can be combined into one after each bill is approved to prevent opposition to any one piece from derailing the entire deal. President Joe Biden said in a statement, quote, "Today, members of both parties in the House voted to advance our national security interests and send a clear message about the power of American leadership on the world stage." At this critical inflection point, they came together to answer history's call, passing urgently needed national security legislation that I fought for months to secure. The president further noted, quote, "I urge the Senate to quickly send this package to my desk so that I can sign it into law and we can quickly send weapons and equipment to Ukraine to meet their urgent battlefield needs." The Democratic majority of the Senate is expected to take up the legislation and then send it to President Biden's desk to be signed into law. Turning now to news about North Korea. North Korea said it tested a super-large cruise missile warhead and a new anti-aircraft missile in a western coastal area as it expands military capabilities in the face of deepening tensions with the United States and South Korea. North Korean state media said the country's missile administration last Friday conducted a, quote, "power test for the warhead designed for the Hwasal-1 Ra-3 strategic cruise missile and a test launch of the Byulji-1-2 anti-aircraft missile. It said the test attained an unspecified, quote, "certain goal." Photos released by the North's official Korean Central News Agency showed at least two missiles being fired off launcher trucks at the runway. North Korea conducted a similar set of tests on February 2nd, but at the time did not specify the names of the cruise missile and the anti-aircraft missile. KCNA insisted Friday's tests were part of the North's regular military development activities and had nothing to do with the, quote, "surrounding situation." We now move over to the Middle East. An Israeli airstrike on a residential building in Gaza's southernmost city killed at least 9 people, 6 of them children, hospital authorities said, as Israel pursued its nearly 7-month offensive in the besieged Palestinian territory. Israel's war against the Islamic militant group Hamas has led to a dramatic escalation of tensions in an already volatile Middle East. The strike last Friday hit a residential building in the western Tel Sultan neighborhood of the city of Rafah, according to Gaza's civil defense. The bodies of the 6 children, 2 women, and a man were taken to Rafah's Abu Yusuf al-Najjar hospital, the hospital's records showed. At the hospital, relatives cried and hugged the bodies of the children wrapped in white shrouds as others comforted them. Well, this concludes EMB's 9 o'clock news for Tuesday, April 23rd. The original news articles broadcast tonight are available on our partner Voice of America's website. Thank you for staying with us, and have a good night.